Let the church say amen. A to the freaking man. I'm not trying to cuss right now. I don't want you two to trip. Coach Joe, how you doing, my brother?
DJ,
Yes, sir.
I just want to say if you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys getting that doo-doo. Just go get the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show you right. Show you right.
Woo-wee. The
Hey. I
gig
feel
is
I feel like
big.
Coach Joe. I feel
Uh,
like young Jeezy. Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now listen, folks, we're gonna say this at the beginning. Let's just so we can just be clear, family. This firing of JB is not personal.
Mm-mm.
Okay, this ain't personal. We have never had an issue against Lil JB as the man, the father, whatever where it come from. None of that. None of that. Never. We simply stated. And we said this at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, new media, hashtag new media. We said this, that he was going. And we said this that Mello, if Mello could be to be Mello, he couldn't be here. We said this a long time ago. We even boycotted the games, didn't we, family? We had to boycott the games, family, because it was just too infuriating to just see this, to witness this buck breaking of our boy. But yeah, it's over now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a new day and it's coming. Now they're gonna get a new coach in there, get rid of Mitch Cupcake and bring a real GM in there that knows the game today and build one
Exactly.
around Melo. There you go. Go ahead, DJ. I'm sorry. I'm
Perfect.
fired up.
Perfect. Man, and you know my motto is no more teachers' pets. We don't need any more teachers' pets on this team. This is LaMelo's team. I repeat, this is LaMelo's team, and it will be built on his skill and his will. This is such a great news, and to all the JB defenders, you can always come home. just know, just know this is LaMelo's way and LaMelo's day. So you know the truth. The media. Oh, also, you're going to be surprised by this. Some of you. Shout out to the media. If the media did not call out the Hornets, none of this would happen. That media pressure, and I made a video talking about it. That's why I had no problem with them talking about LaMelo in LA. You got to put the pressure on them.
That's right. That's right. That's a fact.
This
And
is a
and and
momentous
and
day.
that's right. And also, you know, you can't move forward and go forward when your franchise dude comes out in a major basketball publication and basically say, look, I'll stick around and do what this clown show want me to do. I'll stick around for a minute. I do what they want me to do because I love hoops and I'm happy that I'm here. I ain't in Lithuania, so I'm happy that I'm here. But at the same time, but when it's my time, I'm just wanting everybody to understand, overstand, understand, whatever you call it. Melo put it out there, said, I don't want to play for this dude. And I'll just bide my time until y'all do something about it. That's what he did.
Show did. And I want to say, let's do some shout outs real quick, man. The chat is on fire right now. We're gonna read the chat right now. Shout out to Bleak Mo. He said, yes. No, I'm hoping LaMelo can play his game next year. Please trade Gordon Hayward and Mason Plumlee. Yes, man. Let's rectify the whole roster. Shout out to Taufik. Shout out to Jaheim Nesbitt. I knew you was gonna be here, Jaheim Nesbitt. I knew you was gonna be here, my brother. Shout out to Bryce Garrett. He said, who would they hire now? Who do you think they should hire, Coach Joe? I know it's a broad question.
Well, let's finish the shout outs. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna shout out everybody. Shout out to
because
our
DJ, because this is the day for the Mellowholics. We've been there, haven't we?
Woo!
So we get to stick our chests out now. So let's hear it.
Shout out to Macrina Daniels. Shout out to Rap God Jonathan Brand. He said about damn time. Shout out to Big Spell One. He said celebrate tonight. Come on. Shout out to Superior Trucking. Devin Fuller. He said y'all happy a man lost his job? Nah, I'm just playing. Now LaMelo can take over. He'll find another job. He's a coach that got paid millions of dollars. He'll be fine. Macrina Daniel said, hey, DJ, love you. And coach, thank you, my sister. Thank you. Shout out to Call Me Fahu.
What's up, Call Me Fahu? How you doing there, my G? What's going on there, young G? Good to see you.
Ryan Quigley says, hallelujah, God is alive. Always alive, my brother. Always. Hey, never count out the God. Jonathan says, good morning, coach.
Morning.
Joe Amazing 58 says, I'm about to go celebrate. I'm about to go buy a gallon, eat a bowl of ice cream. Hey, no doubt.
There you go.
He said, it's finally here. Wow, let's go. We got Dan. He said, yes. In the words of Vince McMahon, you're fired. Oh man, he put the fear in God when he said, you're fired. JG, absolutely. We still need a GM. The Pope, he said, my guys, what's up? I know you turned up, Pope. I know you're excited about this news, my brother. Sandra,
what's up, Pope? Hold on 1 second, right. DJ, for a second, please. Hey, what's up, Pope? How you doing? I think me and you had it last time we spoke, Pope. I think that we wasn't on the same channel. I don't think. So when the show is over with, I'm gonna hit you up, or you hit me up. All right, I want to holler at you, so we can get the line completely clear. Because I think I misunderstood maybe what we talked about last time. Okay, Pope. Thank you. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Shout out to the Pope B friend. Make sure you subscribe to his channel.
Yes,
Sandra Lane.
Facts.
He said it's a good day to be alive. Udoka is who Borrego thinks he is. Oh yeah, he can't touch but Udoka.
Oh yeah, no. Come on now. Let's come on now.
Charm MC say yes. She dancing today.
Yes, that's right. Dancing. Yeah. Because Melo be out there dancing on him.
Danny says Terry and Gordon Hayward next. Oh yeah.
Yep. Facts.
Coach Joe, you know our motto: no more teachers' pets. No more
teachers' pets. That's right. None of that. And no more empty calories, empty this and all that all of that. So if this was 1972, we'd be in the playoffs. Don't nobody care about that goofy. Don't nobody care about that goofy. Bringing up stuff that just that wait a minute. His mama care about that stat, and his wife probably. Don't nobody care about that stat. He was saying that stuff with his chest out. Yeah. A few years ago, we'd be in the money. What?
Right.
Dude, where did you go? You cluck. Get him out the door. Show him the door, man. It's like when Wiz Khalifa was in the room with that other DJ dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they passed him the trees. He hit that backwood, boy, and them amazing trees. He started coughing. He said, "Hey, you all right?" He said, "I'm all right." "No, you ain't, man." He said, he told the fellas, "Can y'all help him get his way out of here?" Man, that's this dude right here. Can y'all help this fella get his way out of here? He lost his way. He been over here wandering around for about 4 years, saying the most ridiculous shit. And now, somebody finally realized, asked the question, "Hey, who is that dude over there, the tall, skinny one? What is he doing?" "I think he the coach." "The what?" "Hey, get him out of here." How did y'all let him in here?
Hey, family, make sure to share this video on all social media platforms. Make sure to like this video as well. And if you can, donate to the coach, the OG, Coach Joe, $Base Cat, for dropping this knowledge as he always does. Man, shout out to the CFL podcast. He said, yes, I'm glad it happened. I know you turned up, my brother. Subscribe to his channel as well. Jonathan Brett, you see this with a great question. He said, y'all think LaMelo went to the front office behind closed doors? He probably did.
No, wait a minute. He didn't do no behind the closed doors. He did it on Slam Magazine. We read about it.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. That's even better. Yeah, we can't forget that. That was it right there.
The world. He told the world he was being handcuffed. He told me they were trying to break him. He told them they got me in detention over here. I don't know why. But once I get out, it's gonna be a new day.
Once I get out, it's gonna be trouble. JG said Melo still leaving. Don't get comfortable, Charlotte fans. Well, I'll say this, and Coach Joe, I would love to hear your opinion on it. If the Hornets truly build this team around LaMelo and give him the full identity, the full role of this team, he has a 50% chance of staying. But that's better than a 20% chance prior. Your chances of having LaMelo stay increased with this move. So if you're a Charlotte fan, you should be happy. But JG does have a point in some ways. You can't be too comfortable. You got to wait and see what moves they're making. Charlotte, do not hire a buster coach or a project coach. Get you a proven winner. Get you a Mark Jackson. Get you someone said Sam Cassell. That's a good one. He should have had a head coaching job a long time ago.
Facts.
Yeah, those type of brothers who can relate to LaMelo and certain players on the team. But Coach Joe, you know who I'm also happy for?
Who was that?
James Booknight.
Facts.
Booknight, that's okay. We about to party. Is a party started? Let's get the boogie again now.
Booknight.
If you want to boogie. Boogie.
Boogie night. That's right.
We turned up today.
Yes. I mean, family. Just so y'all know, I worked late last night, so I was just getting myself waking up, and then DJ hit me. He said, "You hear the noise?" The news. He was all excited. I'm like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" Wow. Who happened? And from his voice, I could tell something big. He said, I said, what? Man, DJ, since you called me that few minutes ago and we got this thing rolling, I didn't already roll me up one. I didn't had a morning bake. I'm having my tea. I'm just having, this is a beautiful day because we said this a long time ago, family, and everybody know that. We said this.
Mm-hmm.
We said that Melo couldn't continue under a project coach.
Talk to him.
JB's a project coach. If he's that, he that handyman dude who, can come and, fix a bunch of things in the thing. He ain't great at, he ain't gonna make your stuff look like, pimp my ride, but it's gonna be good and it's gonna work and be solid. And you're only gonna break down a little bit, only have a few little problems here and there, stuff that ain't too big. That's JB. But if you want to pimp my ride, you want that upper echelon from the top to the bottom, you can't put Melo with this dude right here. This dude has no vision. Because let me tell you something. You asked the question, DJ. You said, do I think he's going to leave? Let me tell you, I don't think he's going to leave now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's up in the air now. I think it's to be determined. Because the Hornets just pushed the reset button. Family, this team just gave this dude a 4-year contract, family, before the season started. Okay? Now, either they running a hell of a welfare program there where they give you your severance up front. There's a wink, we're going to have you here for a minute, and, give you this money here, back door, and then you go on about your business. Maybe that was what went on. But usually you don't see a coach get an extension and then get fired. Okay, so and remember I said we talked about this family when the Most High showed you through Coach you always have to pay attention to the questions. See, when Yeshua was on the planet, that was one of his ways of communicating with people without putting too much of his on it, but giving them the opportunity to be them. See, by asking questions. See, and so in the question when and into the season when JB kept answering these questions that was in his head about him being fired, those questions came up. See, because he knew that he knew sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. See, he knew they was watching him. See, so he finally had to come out because what's in the subconscious normally come out. See, alcohol usually loosen that thing up so that subconscious can come out. But we said this a long time ago. This can't be Melo's coach if he gonna stay with Charlotte. If he gonna be successful with Charlotte, this dude can't be it. Because why? That breaks the trend. Okay, great big dudes will find their way to LA. That's just how it works. I don't know why. That's how it works. Big dudes will find their way to LA at some point. It looks like. Okay, Melo is a different kind of dude. Growing up in Chino Hills, not really growing up in LA, but having a connection to LA through his grandparents still living over here. See, so and then all the traveling and stuff. Melo let us know how he feels about all that. But we also know Melo likes loyalty too. See, and if they make the right moves, I can see Melo staying there and putting his stamp on an organization that had no. It was just cloudy skies all the time, nice blue skies, and I could see all around me. There it is, DJ.
And let me read some more of these comments, man. Coach Joe, you are cooking this morning. You're on fire. You're happy. The energy is alive. JG said the league is playing all rookies and young players in big games all throughout the season, except the Hornets. Facts. So true, my brother. So true. Coach Simmons, make sure you subscribe to Coach Simmons' channel as well. He says Mark Jackson would be a good look for the Hornets. Absolutely. And Coach Joe, I want to bring up Mark Jackson. For those who are listening, do not listen to old media and their character assassination of Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson is a man of faith. And he didn't go out there and make people want to believe what he believes in. The true story is when he was coaching the Warriors, and I want to tell this story, Coach Joe, so people can hear the perspective, because there was this lie they put out on him. So they told, knowing since the Warriors organization knows his faith, right, and knows what he believes in, they try to test him. Go to this quote unquote function that he doesn't believe in, knowing he will react the way he would. So they would test him and test him and test him until they gave an excuse to fire him. That's the true story. And that's the story that nobody wants to tell, no matter what you believe in. Mark Jackson, what he does for you, he knows how to build culture. There's not 30 coaches better than him. And he created that Warriors philosophy. He created the confidence in Steph Curry.
Facts.
And Klay Thompson and Draymond. Did you know when they won the finals, I think it was Draymond, credit Mark Jackson.
Facts.
On believing in them before nobody else did.
Facts.
But Coach Joe, I want to ask you, what do you think of a possibility if they can hire Mark Jackson to coach this team?
You know what? To be honest with you, DJ, I don't want Mark Jackson.
Okay, I'm listening.
And the only reason I don't is because the reason I shouldn't say I don't want him. He wouldn't be my top pick. He would be in my picks, but he wouldn't be my top pick.
Oh,
And
that's fair enough.
the reason he wouldn't be in my top picks is because I believe that the NBA right now needs young minds, non-traditional minds, needs minds that see the game the way the game is going to be played in the next 5 to 10 years. And has the vision to understand how to put the pieces together around LaMelo, because you got a dude who is transcendent like that to be able to execute it. And I mean, so for me, I'm gonna tell you, first on my list would probably be Earl Watson. I'm just gonna keep it real. It'd probably be Earl Watson. Somebody who knows LaMelo. Also, and remember this too, Earl Watson was the reason why we see Devin Booker the way he is. See, because he got fired because he would not stop believing in Booker. And they said to the detriment of the team. Well, we see now how nonsensical that is, how silly that was. See, so I like him. I like Sam Cassell. I like Sam Cassell. I've watched Sam up close for quite a while now. I like Sam Cassell. And DJ, I'm open to somebody who we ain't even talking about. Because let's be honest, who picked Udoka?
Brad Stevens.
No, I'm saying who in the media and who was talking about his name when Brad Stevens was looking for somebody.
Oh, he came out of nowhere.
No, exactly. And he clearly I mean, look at the job down there that Nate McMillan is doing. Look at the job over there that Monty Williams is doing. You see what I'm saying? I want those are the kind of dudes that I want. I want a dude and a coach in there who understands people. That's one of his gifts. He understands how to put people together. Because family, listen to me. Ain't no coach shooting no free throws, making no layups, doing nothing. Okay, you gotta put together the pieces. Okay, and you gotta empower the pieces, the ones that need the empowering. Because hopefully you have some dudes on your team that don't need it. Like Melo don't need your empowering. He just needs you to leave him alone and let him go. Okay, so I'm looking at somebody who maybe we don't even know, who understands people, understands that it's a players' league, understands that he has a generational talent on it, that he will be getting, understands that this is Christmas for him, and he can't wait to just do all the amazing things with this young man, to find out just how heavy and deep he is. See, because that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about creating a team around LaMelo like Ja has around him, like Trey, Ice Trey has around him. That's what we're talking about. Like LeBron has always had around him. People don't want to talk about that, but yes, LeBron's always had that around him too. Magic had it around him. Bird had him around him. Isaiah had him around him. The beat goes on and on. If you're going to win, you need your friends. But you need somebody that understands that and understands how to put them friends together. And it ain't about, me and him get along. I really like him. We friends. We feel like we the same sometimes. I like peanut butter. He like jelly. No, we ain't talking about that. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's how they feel off the court. We talking about dudes that play together and like each other to a level because of how they play together, how they produce together. I don't want some dude. I don't want dudes on playing with Melo. They want trying to be Melo's friend. He's my buddy. He don't need a buddy. He got brothers. He don't need friends. He needs some dogs like him. That's what he needs. Who understand their role, understand their position. How is it that these dudes came in, Willie Green's guys? How is it these dudes came in, these dudes down in New Orleans, these rookies that's on the floor, Murphy, one of them, by the way, and the other one I've been talking about, liking him forever too.
Herb Jones.
Yes, exactly. How is it that they're producing it? Like DJ said, and JB's, you need a miner's hat to find the or you need some kind of traveler's guide to find out what JB and then stash the rookies at. Well, they either in Greensboro or they with the team or they in transit or they over in this place. We don't know where they at. They just lost. Sometimes we ain't know what book night was. See, so we don't need that nonsense. Okay, all that old again, that old Tonka toy stuff. We don't need none of that mess. Need somebody who understands what this is. And that's why I want to go into this, DJ, what they already have. So they don't lose what they have like they've traditionally done. See, they have pieces already on that team already, in that organization already. They're just not organized. You feel me, DJ?
I feel you on that. And before anybody goes around and say, well, Earl Watson doesn't have a winning record, you got to understand context. He was dealt with a bad hand and a shitty roster. And if anybody dealt with the roster that Earl Watson dealt with, they would have been losing too. Anybody. Steve Kerr could have coached that Suns team that was terrible, and they wouldn't have gone anywhere. You seen what Steve Kerr did when Steph Curry was injured. Draymond was injured a little bit. Clay. They had a number 2 draft pick. That was what Earl Watson had to deal with. Jay Strokes, he pointed out, Earl Watson. And make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. Shout out to Shanker. He said, may end up with Vogel. What you think about Frank Vogel, Coach Joe?
Vogel ain't going to get in his way. That's what I think. That's all I think about Vogel. Vogel won't get in his way, and they'll put a staff together. The number 2 guy will be an offensive guy because Vogel's not an offensive guy. He's a defensive coach. Mm-hmm. So he will be there to organize them. So for the defensive thing. But I mean I don't like that. But if it ended up with that, I know it will be an upgrade over JB.
Yeah, it would be an upgrade. And
okay.
y'all and Coach Joe, you seen the Lakers this year. He allowed Westbrook to do whatever he wanted, despite the mistakes he had. So he'll let the players play.
And Monk and THT and he'll let you, he won't try to just get in your way like that. No, he won't. Because he understands it's a players' league. Just like he didn't get in the way the year they won.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look, Frank Vogel's like this. I'm trying to do anything possible to win. That's Frank Vogel.
Facts.
I mean, he even played a rookie who wasn't even drafted.
Facts.
What's that white guy's name?
Hillbilly Kobe.
Yeah, Hillbilly. That guy.
Reeves is his name. He said his nickname growing up was Hillbilly Kobe because he's from Oklahoma, and he was an undrafted free agent that was picked that ended up playing all the minutes for the Lakers this year because LeBron and them saw him and was like, wait a minute, who's this dude? Oh no, this dude a rookie. Oh no, he can play. Come on, dude, let's bring him. He was supposed to be in the G League. Family, Reeves was supposed to be in the G League. But when LeBron took everybody to Vegas or whatever, and they had the little mini camp or whatever, he was a part of it. And all the veterans, all of them was like, man, who is this dude? And he became the last roster spot. And just so you know, no last roster spots on almost no team plays like this kid played this year. It doesn't happen. See, so things have to go a certain way. And see, and that's why this is important. See, I think about Magic Johnson when he said to at the time when after he won that championship his first year, and he realized he couldn't play for Coach Westhead. Paul Westhead, he couldn't play for him. He's like, I can't go forward with this dude. So he went to the media. He went to Jerry Buss, and he let him know, I can't do this. That's how Pat Riley came about. Okay, Michael Jordan's coaches that were before Phil Jackson let Michael do whatever he wanted to do. None of them coaches, Doug Collins, what's the curly hair, the dude with the fro, the white dude with the fro. I can see his Shoebox. But the other one, the short with the other one, I can't think of his name. Brown. Not Hubie, no, the other one. Anyway, but we know it was about 2 or 3 of them in that 7-year period before 6-year period before Phil Jackson came in. It just doesn't happen. Okay, the first guy usually is not the guy, and JB knew that, and he was just trying to be the guy. He was hoping to be the guy, and I believe, I really believe this now, that Michael Jordan is the one who did this. Mm-hmm. I believe that when they lost in that blew out again in the play-in game, and Melo was still out there playing like the game was within 2 or 3. Michael understood finally. It finally hit him. I ain't got but one dude. I got one dude. I got Melo Ball. I got one dude that winning means so much to, that he's willing to make himself look ridiculous out there because he just can't stand losing. We all saw it. DJ, didn't we all see it? Didn't y'all see it, family? We all saw it.
Yep.
Okay, imagine if you got 3 of them dudes, 4 dudes like that. You mean you can't find 4 dudes like that can play, that want to win like that too? I guarantee you put them dudes with Melo, I guarantee you it's going to be a show like you ain't never seen. It's going to be a show, boy. Magic going to be back. Boy, it's going to be a show.
And Coach Joe, before I go on, Jonathan Brett said Lakers keep them a good white boy. Caruso, Steve Blake. Luke Walton's really just to be honest, filler. He was just filler. A towel boy. I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they'll keep them at least one. They can hang with the brothers. Someone mentioned the draft. With this move, Matt Hatt says, "Who do you want Charlotte to draft?" And who do you want Charlotte to draft? DJ and Coach Joe. For those who don't know, Charlotte has 2 first-round picks, the 13th pick and the 15th pick. Man, they can do some things. They can move up, or they can just take the best player in each draft position. But Coach Joe, you may not know each player because there's a lot of young talent coming in. But what position should Charlotte draft?
To me, none. The 13th and 15th pick, whatever. Okay, whatever that is, that is. Whatever that is, that is. They need to use those draft picks and them top heavy contracts that they have with Gordon and Terry, and they need to move and bring in somebody of comparable talent, NBA talent, who can perform. I mean, that's what they need to do. They've got enough pieces now to bring in at least two, in my view, at least two players, one big man and one wing that can defend. That is a true wing type defender. See, that's what they need. See.
I'm with that. And that's why the Hornets need another GM. Those two picks right there, a lot of teams need depth. I mean, looking at these mock drafts, with the 13th pick, you can possibly get, I'm just saying, like if another team wants to trade for that pick, right? You could get a Jalen Duren from Memphis, who's 6'11", 250, athletic. 15, you could get a Mark Williams from Duke, who's 7 foot. These teams could get these type of players if they trade with the Hornets and take someone take Rozier as well as Gordon Hayward's contract. It is possible. What the Hornets need to do, not only trade those picks, what they're going to ask the Hornets to do is take the back end of their contracts. You know what I mean? Because like we'll do this trade, but you got to take the back end of the contract.
Right.
That's what I call cut your losses.
Right.
Just do it, Hornets. Cut your losses.
Like somebody's going to take Russell Westbrook. Somebody's going to take Russell Westbrook. He got expiring contracts last year on this big balloon, $47 million. You know, so they're gonna make a deal with the Lakers to take that off their hands. See, they're gonna take that expiring contract. I mean, that 1 year contract. So they're gonna take something from the Lakers. Gonna get something for them that they don't want. See.
Also, Coach, this may need a multiple team trade.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you. For me, DJ, I think. Melo, Miles, Book Knight, Thor, Jones, Kai Jones, Nick Richards. That's 6 players. Okay. That's them to me, them the only ones you need to keep. And I'm on the fence about Nick, depending on what step he takes this summer.
Exactly.
But you have dudes in those dudes who can play if somebody believed in them, if they had the time, and they got size everywhere. I believe that Thor can be that a Hunter or Mikal Bridges, who is down in Phoenix and or Scotty Barnes, that he's one of them kind of players. To me, they already have it.
And Coach Joe, you know, if Thor was on the market right now, which he's not because he's a rookie, if he was on the market, you know how many teams would acquire for his services? He's that good.
Right.
Louise says Charlotte has a second dude that has that same heart for winning like LaMelo in their G League, but they don't play him. You talking about Book Knight?
No, he's talking about Jello.
Jello, yeah, I figured.
Right, Jello. It's time for Jello to make his way up to the league, because up to the big show, because as we see, and those who watching the playoffs, okay, those who are watching, as you see, there are a lot of dudes performing because now they've been given a chance. That the problem down with the Hornets is they didn't give people a chance because JB had a system, and that system you couldn't go away from that system of his, which didn't produce nothing. They got enough. They got enough right down there right now to have some to start building. start building an identity. They have enough talent right now on that team. See. So they just need somebody to come in and just believe in it and don't believe that the hype that you have to go down to the G League and be a yo-yo for two or 3 years. The reason I didn't say Jaden McDaniels is because I don't think he's ready mentally. I don't think he's mentally ready for this for what this is. All those guys that I named are all the kids that I've watched, and mentally what I've gathered from them, along with physically, obviously they can play. They obviously also are physical specimens. That Kai Jones is a physical specimen. So is Thor. So is Book Knight. See, so they got some talent.
You know, it's funny. The young players that you mentioned, they're taller, more athletic.
Yep.
So they fit with LaMelo's game.
Yep.
That's the crazy part. And they still didn't get minutes using that excuse of, oh, they're young. And I don't want to hear that crap when there's playoff teams playing young players. It's no excuse. And shout out to Ant Learn. He said, what's good, DJ and Coach Joe? Peace and blessings to you, my brother.
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
What about this, Coach Joe? Jay Strokes mentions Terry Rozier for Rui Hachimura. What you think about that?
Ooh.
I like his game. He's got a lot of potential.
Ooh. And he would play the 4, and Miles would play the 3.
Yes, I like that.
I like that. I like that. And once Miles gets his bag, whoever the next coach is, they need to sit down and have a conversation with Miles and say to Miles, listen, Miles, what we need you to be on this team is we need you to be the athletic stopper on this team. You need to be that wing dude that's athletic and that can guard and stop other players, can guard 1 through 4. We want that from you. We don't care about the 30 to 20 points, to all of those stuff. We don't care about none of that. We want to see you be that dude. I believe once he gets the bag, he'll turn into that dude.
That's a good point. Jonathan Brand says Thor could be a Bouchier at least. I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Thor to me is way more mature in his body than Bouchier. He weighs more. Yeah, he's more filled out. That's what the word I'm looking for. He's more filled out. Yes, and he's only 19.
Of course. Chris Turner says there are a lot of teams that want Bridges. Blockbuster trade is on the way. If you trade Bridges away, you better get something back really good.
Yep.
Without giving up too much. Use those draft picks for the other. That's for like Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward to sweeten the deal. So don't give up those first round picks in a Miles Bridges trade. If you do that, I would like them to keep Miles Bridges and stop being so damn cheap. But if they trade Miles Bridges, you better get somebody back that fits with LaMelo's game.
And see, and DJ, I was just thinking about it. I think with the Hachimura, I'm thinking about that thing again. With Rudy going. I think you could trade Rudy. I mean, bring Rudy and KCP over and get rid of Terry and.
You talking about Rudy Gobert?
No. Rudy Hachimura.
Oh, Rudy. It's Rudy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Him. Hachimura, the black Japanese kid.
Okay.
And bring him KCP over. Him and KCP over. And get rid of Terry and PJ.
I like that because if you really watch KCP play, he's 6'5.5". He plays defense. He knows his
Facts.
role. He's not trying
Facts.
to take over the damn game and stat pad.
Facts.
You'll know what you get with KCP.
Facts. That's exactly right.
Now,
So
Shanker says, I wanted to read this because this is an interesting question, Coach Joe. He says KCP won't play nice with LaMelo. My opinion, I think he would. I think he would because I never saw him getting away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think when I think about KCP, I don't think about him as a and I watched him quite a bit as a divisive person, or divisive energy. I've never heard that from anybody about him. I mean, he's a humble kid from I think he's from Mississippi, and made it to the league and is trying to find his way, to stick around, and he stuck around for a while, and made a way for himself. But go ahead. What did Jay Stroke say?
Jay Stroke said the reason Washington works is they got wings. They just need a point guard. Terry fits the need, and I will put size and shooting around LaMelo. We play the ball. We play the boards. We play defense. They will run you out of the gym.
Facts.
That's the formula
exactly
right there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly right. And he's right, and Jay is right. They got a bunch of forwards down there, and when they bringing KCP in, wait a minute, I was talking about Caldwell Pope, not the dude from Europe, Porzingis.
Yeah, he was talking about Caldwell Pope. From the lake. Yeah. KCP.
Okay. I thought you were talking about but they got a lot of forwards down there. They got to move. Danny Avia, they got big dudes down there too. They got to move because they got Gafford down there with Thomas Bryant down there with somebody else too. I think they got 3 big men down there. So they got a bunch of dudes that they can move. And I think Rudy would be nice at the 4. He can run the floor. He can shoot threes. I think he can guard too to go with Miles at the 3. And then I think you can move then take that other piece, which is Hayward, and them draft picks, and move Hayward and them draft picks to Indiana and in Indiana, and bring Miles Turner in.
Ooh, that would be nice. And they're rebuilding. Indiana is. They'll take those draft picks.
They are rebuilding.
They'll take those draft picks.
Facts. I think they will.
Because this is a really good draft especially for bigs and forwards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that you got a chance to get Mark Williams in a top 15, unless somebody just takes a chance on him. I mean, you got Obachi from Kansas. There's a lot of players you can get. Jeremy Sochan from Baylor, the freshman sensation. This is not a strong guard class, but this is a strong wing and forward class that you can get depth. You can get pieces for your team and save money.
See, I think that Book Night could, should be next year starting 2, and KCP then will come off the bench. See, that's how I would use it. That's how I think he comes in. You use him. See,
Shanker says draft Eli Scott. Eli Scott has a 2nd round grade. He is late 2nd round grade, but he is draftable. Put up good numbers for Loyola Marymount. So you never know. Let me see. Jay Strokes, he's on fire, man. He says, if you don't like if you don't like Reed Hachimura, you can pry Denny out of it. Man, there's pieces they can get from that team.
Right, yeah, but I don't want Denny Avia, because to me, Denny doesn't play. Is not a defensive player. He ain't gonna play no defense. They need good dudes that can guard. That's what they need. That can guard and can run the floor and can guard and run the floor. Because look, when you playing with Melo, you gonna be you gonna score a lot of points because the ball gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scoring, as we saw, scoring is not gonna be the problem. We need people who are defensively minded as well, and that and that have size. That's what they need. I'm still hoping they can get somehow get Mo Bamba away from, because I don't think he's signed yet.
No, he's not. Hey,
I
Hornet
want
fan.
him down in Charlotte more than Miles Turner. I want Mo Bamba.
Oh, you can get that contract for cheaper too?
Yes,
Shoot,
that's
man,
what I want. I want Mo Bamba. I think Mo Bamba should be the starting center for them, and Kai Jones should be backing them up.
I like that.
See, I think Britt Miles should be the three, and Thor should be backing him up. You know, I think that kid from Memphis is going to be available at the end of the year. That backup point guard out of Duke. I think they should get him and bring him in as a backup to LaMelo.
You're talking about Trey Jones.
Trey Jones, exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See, I think they got so many good pieces there, and I think that and then you're a running team. You're a running team, and when you're not a running team, you're a high picking roll team. That's what you are. Melo putting everybody, whoever is on the other side who can't guard or is suspect, Melo putting them in the hopper, in a high pick and roll, and anybody Melo should be in a high pick and roll with. If Melo give it to them, they gonna be able to finish or make a play. That's what they need, and there's plenty of them guys out there who would love to have the opportunity to play with a Melo because they know they're gonna get the goddamn ball.
Mm-hmm. And Jay Strokes pointed out something that we've been talking about on RawTruth Media a lot. When he says, I'm also not playing another guard next to LaMelo who are not 6'6" at least, the tallest backcourt in the league. Yeah, if you got a 6'7" point guard, you got to build your team to its strengths. You got to have the tallest backcourt in the league, the tallest front court in the league. That's how I would do it. It improves your defense, it improves switching. That's what the Celtics have. That's how they're able to defend KD. Now, some of it's mental, what KD is doing, his slump. But when you have size on that court, it produces a lot of good things.
But see, the thing about Boston, though, DJ, is they don't have size like Toronto has size.
Okay, that's true.
They don't because first of all, their starting center is out, right?
Yeah,
their big dude is hurt, huh?
Robert Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams is hurt. He's the footer on their team. He's the only really footer that plays on that team. Thies is not a footer. Marcus Smart is 6'5" to 6'7". Jason 6'8". Jaylen Brown 6'7", Horford 6'8", 6'9", Williams 6'8", 6'7". You know, they just got dogs. They got. That's why I keep saying they remind me of that Riverside Church team that had Ron Artest and all them from back in the day, because they didn't have a bunch of 6'10", 6'11s. They had a bunch of 6'9s to 6'5", 6'7 in there, and all them were dogs. And that's what I see when I look at when I look at Boston. When I see Jaylen and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum doubling KD, KD bigger than both of them. but they dogs at that size, and they strong too, and they got quick hands and strong hands, and that's what, see, the Lakers can, I mean, the Hornets can get those types of players. You know, we see him in Herb Jones. We see him in Mikal Bridges. We see him in the Hunter kid in Atlanta. We see him in those, and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart and them, and the dudes down in Boston. We see him. Somebody put in there about the kid. Where's it at? Where's it?
Nikola Djokovic.
No, not Djokovic. No, it was another kid. He put it. Origi. I think he was talking about. Well, he's more on the bench, so I'm not even. I'm not even. Yeah, I think I know what he's talking about. That kid, I could bring that you could bring that kid in, you know. But he's a bench kid. That's when you're filling out the bench. But I'm talking about they're starting. If you think Miles can play the 4, okay, then Thor should be at the 3. See, but there's an opportunity to go get one of them forwards probably down in Washington, as we were saying. But the deal is now all of that's possible. We just got to get Cupcake out of there, and because he got about as much imagination as a never mind. You know, he don't have no imagination. Baby Mendoza said, I just saw this, LeVar should be the coach. Yeah, LeVar should be the coach. He would I could see him out there coaching. You know, he could get one of them 4-year contracts and then get fired too.
Let me read some of these comments. Shout out to Ashley Just Shows. He said, "What's up, y'all? Peace and blessings, my sister." Quell Davis said, "RawTruth fam, this is a glorious day. Been busy, but I had to tune in for work. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure everyone that's listening, let's get it to 90 likes. We got 90 people in the building." Quell Davis says, "Shout out to DJ and Coach Joe. RawTruth family. Appreciate that." Moore says, "Coach, it's done."
Yes, Morris, it is. It is done. We've been talking about it, and now we don't have to talk about it no more. I don't have to turn on the TV ever again. We don't have to turn on a LaMelo game ever again and see that dude sitting on the bench calling the shots. Man, I'm so happy today.
Hey, they laughing at that Mitch Cupcake.
That's who he is. Mitch Cupcake. When they finish, he's done. Jordan finally realized he was surrounded by idiots. Finally realized, you know, he's probably waking up to Melo and them getting bounced again after talking all that trash. I mean, I ain't never seen a team in my life. Never. This is unbelievable. Who ain't never did nothing. Okay, making proclamations before the season. You know, it's playoff or bust. It's playoff or bust. All of them were saying it. Damn near all of them. Melo, it's playoff or bust. Playoff. Okay. And then at the end of the season, they came back around. Well, wait a minute. Didn't y'all say it was playoff or bust? And then they started that. Well, see, no, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, but not really, because see, we won 10 in a row like every year. Like every other year, like every third of the leap year, or one of them years we did. Man, shut up. I ain't never seen a bunch of brothers repeating a bunch of nonsense in my life, trying to repeat a bunch of nonsense in my life. Melo was the only one of them that just said, man, this is ridiculous. I don't think we should have even been in this position to begin with. We should have been the 6th, the 5th, or the 4th seed to begin with. The hell we doing down in these play-ins anyway? That's what Melo said. While the rest of them was sounding like Dopey and Daffy and Sleepy and all the rest. I don't know. It's ridiculous. And so Michael finally has woken up. So now Mitch Cupcake has got to go. They can bring in a GM that's in this time zone. in this time and space. Not one from the 80s or the 90s or wherever the hell he came from. He's been around for so long now, he looked like a fossil. I mean, the dude was a meme. I mean, the dude looked like he dead, man. Every time I see the videos of him, it's like, man, is this dude breathing? Is somebody talking through him? What are they? Wait a minute, is this a hologram? What the hell is going on, man? What the hell is this guy still around? But it's just ridiculous. They need to bring some new blood in. You got a fresh start again. You wasted this past year with JB. This was a waste. Okay, so now I hear Jeopardy. Do 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 do. I hear Jeopardy. You on the clock? Okay, no more wasted day, no more wasted hours, buddy. Get this shit straight. Nobody wants to hear these excuses.
QJ Smith says Melo averaging 25 plus next year. Maybe
probably more than that.
Oh man,
he probably gonna average 30. He probably gonna average 30 next year. Watch.
I would not be surprised.
Look. I guarantee you, what Trae Young did, Melo gonna want to do the exact same thing. And what Jordan did, he gonna want to do the exact same thing or more.
That's pretty much all you need on this team is people that willing defenders that are more than just scoring. So it lets LaMelo be LaMelo. See, that's why Trae Young is able to be Trae Young. He doesn't have to worry about players getting in his way, taking away his shots, and they know it's Trae's team. That's why the big man, they're just focused on their job, rebounding, taking up space, blocking shots. Shout out to Douglas Golden Shot. He says, salute to my brother DJ and Coach Joe. JB is gone.
Yes.
Matt Hat says, book night, packed Borrego's bags and hailed him.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, buddy. Hey, coach, you want me to get you need an Uber? You want me to call you an Uber, coach? Hey, coach, which one? You want a Lyft? You want an Uber? Which one you want? Hey, coach, how about the real good one? You know, when you hang off the back, where you're like flying in the wind off like one of them trucks. How about one of them?
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if the young players and LaMelo just turned up and celebrated once they figured out the news. I don't blame them. They turned up.
Hey, everybody in their house doing the gritty.
I don't blame them.
Man, this is a great day, man. This is a great day for Meloholics, for LaMelo Ball, Meloholics stand up, man. This is a great day, family. Y'all just don't, man. For y'all today, it ain't just about JB leaving. Okay, it's about the universe. It's about the universe. They just signed this dude. Look, how many people really felt like, raise your hand, and you can raise, it's okay if you did, because really thought that they was going forward with this dude and with that after he signed that 4-year contract, that he was going to be there for the next 4 years. How many of us were resigned to it? Okay. You know, a lot of us was. We didn't see that. We didn't think Michael had the cojones to demand that Cupcake do this.
Hey, coach, you keep saying, I'm telling you, that Cupcake issue said, man, got me rolling, man. Every time you say bitch Cupcake, I bust out laughing, man. I ain't gonna lie. And SC Base, thank you for the $2 super chat to help grow this channel out. He said, heard some rumors that Jay Wright may go pro. I also heard a rumor that Jay Wright is thinking about retiring from basketball for good. I did hear that, brother.
Right.
He's had a successful career. Jay Wright is a good man, good brother, from what I've heard. It's just his style is kind of primitive, slow down pace. I don't think he would be a fit if he was ever a coach with the Hornets. Just my opinion.
Hey, look, he's a great college coach, I think, right? Can we say that? There it is. Remember, this NBA thing is not about basketball. It's about the business of basketball. Okay, and whoever takes that seat has to be prepared to come into one of the hottest seats in the association, family. This is a hot seat. This is one of the hottest seats. You coming in with Melo Ball, future face of the league. So you can't come in here simping.
Nope.
Two-stepping. Well, and I don't know what Oz here doing. Yeah, well, you better know what you're doing. Because you better hit the ground running. You better hit the ground running with this thing. It's already in motion. The train is already moving down the track. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ.
No. Good point. I did see the tweet from PJ Washington. He says, time will tell. Maybe he knows that he may not be a Hornet any longer. And me and Coach Joe talked about this. This whole roster needs a whole new makeover. PJ and Miles Bridges are the same height. You can't You can't have that at all.
Nope.
You keep either one or the other. Really, you rather keep Miles because he can play the small forward. No more undersized power forwards. No more undersized centers, guards. Like Jay Strokes mentioned earlier on the show in the comment section, since your point guard is 6'7", every player in the starting lineup is 6'7" and above.
Mm-hmm.
That's what common sense tells you. When the Showtime Lakers had Magic Johnson, when they drafted him, that was a different situation because Magic was 6'9". Of course, you won't have any players like that. But their team was long. You have Kareem.
But hold on, DJ. Let's keep it real. They had a small guard there named Norm Nixon.
Before then, 79.
When Magic got there. And guess what? He had to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very controversial when he had to go. And he had to go for a 6'4" shooting guard, Byron Scott.
Sure did.
Okay. See, but he had Michael Cooper by at the two guard spot. Magic did, who was 6'7", and a lockdown defender. See, because Magic wasn't known as a lockdown defender, that's why Cooper was the lockdown defender. So he took Jordan and all of the two guards in that day that could score, that could get a bucket. Magic didn't have to guard him. Cooper guarded him. That's what the Hornets need to do. I don't see John Morant taking the best offensive player when Memphis plays on the other team. I don't see that. I don't see Trey doing it either. He ain't doing that, DJ. He ain't guarding the best guard on the other team. Offensive. That ain't happening.
Not one bit.
Melo has shown us that he can guard to some of them dudes and take the ball from them, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
That's right. So you ahead of the game as it relates to that subject with LaMelo. But you need to bring somebody in. Isaiah Thomas with the Detroit Pistons had Joe Dumars, who was a defensive guard. Steph Curry been playing down in Golden State. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Clay? Isn't Clay a defensive guard?
Oh, one of the best in the NBA.
All right, so my case closed. Get one of them to play with Melo, who's preferably 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", somewhere around there, 6'7", right? Is that what we're saying?
Yep.
The midgets, let them go. Let him play backup.
Yeah, why would you, if you're a team constructing a roster, why would you if you're drafting a player so high and they're learning the NBA game offensively and defensively, why would you get a guard who is undersized that doesn't want to play a lick of defense?
And give him and re-sign him to a contract for as long as you're gonna be there.
Exactly. And
Silly.
I got to shout out HL Kid. What's good, my brother, man? He's in the
what's
building.
up, HL?
Let me read some more. Dexterious Crockett. He says, "Hip hip hooray!" He said, "Jane Borrego."
That's right, Jane Borrego.
Ashley Just Souls pointed out 3-and-D. That's all they need to get. 3-and-D players. Nick Jordan says Lou Dort. They need a Lou Dort. Oh, he's a shutdown defender, man. I would like him on the Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
He'll shut it down.
Yeah, Lou Dort, absolutely. He can score too.
He can make that open three. Because I don't know why teams keep leaving him open. He'll make them pay. But
look, you know what, DJ? But you know what though, DJ? There's so many players out there. It's not even funny. It's a lot of players out there who would just be dying for the opportunity to be a part of something like LaMelo Ball. To me, the Hornets have been in denial about the fact that they have a transitional player and his name is LaMelo Ball and he plays the way LaMelo Ball plays. They have been in denial about the fact that he is a future face of the league to me. And they have finally woken up. That blowout triggered them to let them know that no matter what they said, Jordan knew in his heart, no matter how they tried to twist it or try to make it be something that it's not, you did the exact same thing last year as you did this year. The exact same thing. So let's not try. And Michael knows that. And so I salute them. I applaud them for finally admitting their mistake and now getting rid of it. See, life. Nobody comes here and lives life and is perfect. No one. We all make mistakes. Don't nobody know everything. Nobody know everything. Okay, but if you make a mistake, life can be so much better if we can when one can recognize they've made that mistake and just if I can recognize and say I'm sorry or turn away from it and go in a different direction. In my experience, that is something that enriches a life, that makes life worth living. Because there's enough hopelessness out there. There's enough things out there that we can point to and see that doesn't inspire, that doesn't make us feel inspired. LaMelo inspired generations of people, including us and the Ball family. And so for us to take a stand like we've taken this stand and say, look, we are invested from where we are, and we're not going to allow you to turn that into something else. And we're going to stand strong and on what we believe. And we know that one day you're going to wake up to it. And they finally did. And so I hip, 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 hooray. It's a beautiful day because Melo now is free. Woo!
It's a beautiful day. Hey. L Guns Music Channel says Meloholics in the building. Shout out to all my Meloholics. And
yes,
Coach Joe, you're gonna laugh at this. Michael Jordan knew that he had to fire Mitch Kupchak, not only from the interview from LaMelo and everything else, but when JB said that, he didn't say, but he pretty much insinuated that this year was a success. He made an excuse for not making the playoffs for 4 years. Well, we've been improving every year. And Jordan's like, wait a minute, I've been a winner all my life. I don't want to hear that shit. We've been winning each year. We've been increasing our wins, but not making a postseason. Jordan's like, no, we got to fire this buster. We can't have losers. One thing about Jordan, no matter what we say about Jordan, he hates losing. He hates a losing mindset, and he hates when people make excuses for losing. And he couldn't take it anymore.
Well, he certainly made an excuse. And he got his players to repeat it in their exit interviews.
Oh,
that for me was just so egregious to hear those players repeating JB's talking points. That was so degrading. Was just so just beyond me. I was like, I can't. Just go away. Go away.
Losing mentality. That's what it is. And like Ashley just so pointed out, free at last. Thank God Almighty. We are free at last. We've dealt with bad defense, bad rotations, not able to play your franchise point guard like every other team in the NBA. We are tied in. We desire more winning. We desire a new culture, a culture of hard work, toughness. And we'll say, JB, you ain't got to go, but you got to get the hell out of here. And that's the bottom line, because RawTruth Media said so. I wish I had a mic drop on that. But Coach, any last words?
Well, I just, thank you, DJ, this morning for hitting me up early and giving me the great news and for putting this thing together on a quickness, with the quickness like you did. I appreciate it so much. Shows how much talent that you really have and how invested you are in this. And I so appreciate that so much. Thank you, families, for all of you guys who got the word right quick, fast, and a hurry and jumped in here and made this an amazing stream today. I appreciate you so very much. I always like to end with that favorite phrase, Ubuntu. Because of me, you are. Because of you, I am. We are one. Have a wonderful, blessed day, family. And it's a new day. Have a great day, DJ.
Yes, sir. And LaMelo, you're free. You're free, my brother. You're free. Let's go. LaMelo Holics in the building. Hit the like button. Support Coach Joe at his Cash App. $Bass Cat. We out.